So I want to give a shout out to Steve Bam. Just kind of recently saw his channel, and you know, I just want everyone to know that it's definitely not my intentions to be a Steve Bam. Not at all. And I'm not trying to emulate him. I respect him. His work's amazing. It's helped me. It's helped so many people. But that's not my intention. And my intention is for no one to really see this. No, I don't want to take off. I don't care about likes. I don't care about shares. I'm not trying to make money. I don't know about any of it. I don't know nothing about technology. I'm a stupid man that plays with wood. I put sticks of woods together to make a house. That's it. I try to make a house, and I work with a bunch of other great fellas, the company I work for, and I'm a simple guy that plays with wood. I kind of do this for myself, just so I can look back at my thoughts. I used to do a lot of journaling. I still do writing, but I'm thinking this might be a better way for me to keep track. And you know what? If by chance somebody ever does stumble upon this and sees this, you know, one of my deranged thoughts, I call it deranged, I'm making fun of myself, helps anybody, that'd be great, but I'm not doing it for any other reason other than that. But with that said, so, you know, just talking to a buddy of mine for a few hours over there, and when we talk back and forth, we vent, and, you know, it helps me see things in other ways, or sparks a thought that I may not have thought of, and so I'm grateful to have one person I can talk to. But, you know, I was thinking, you know, one of the things I say about when you conduct yourself, each and every one of us, you know, have our own moral compass. I have a set of standards I try to hold myself to and conduct myself with. I try to give respect to everyone, even those who don't deserve it because they're not giving it. Because that says who I am. You know, I don't need them to give that same exact level of respect in return. I can't expect it, but I don't have to tolerate being disrespected either. But when you hold yourself to a certain set of standards, and people, for some reason, want to tell you that, you know, you're going to lighten up, or, you know, you're too harsh. I'm like, well, then don't hang out with me. Don't call me. Don't ask me for favors. I certainly don't call people asking for favors. I don't like to owe anybody anything. And I know for one thing, you will help a person out for a year. You'll do everything that person needs you for. And they'll tell you, they'll always be there for you. But the one time you do call and ask for a favor, for shit sure, you know, they ain't gonna help you. They're gonna have an excuse, something bad, blah, blah, blah. It's always the way. So, you know, you have, or not you, I have the right, and now I'm taking back the common sense to just stop dealing with those people. I don't wish them bad, I wish them well. I hope they're hugely successful. I just no longer have time for the manipulation and the bullshit and people telling me how I should think, how I should feel. When someone else tells me what they're feeling or how they're thinking or perceiving things, I try to validate that. I don't want to tell them what they're thinking is wrong or feeling is wrong. Those are their thoughts and feelings. I validate it. However, I can tell them from my point of view, this, that, or the other. And it's funny how people just, they see these qualities in you and they want to be, you know, they want to interact with you on some level, you know. They want you to go to their cookout, hey, come over, let's hang out, your friends, let's, blah, blah. But if you try to hold them to the same standards, they can't meet them sometimes. And I used to get as confused to why, but I can't hold anyone else to my standards. I have to instead decide if being a friend or working or a girlfriend, whatever it may be, if interacting with them, can I live with their moral compass, their set of standards. Can I be okay with that? Because they may not line up with mine. And for the most part, sometimes it's yes. But it's funny how they'll try to get you to break yours or bend yours, but not theirs. Oh, no, 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 no. Theirs are always right. No one seems to want to take the time to do a little self-reflecting. Step out of yourself and try to look at the entire situation from an impartial point of view. Just, it's hard, but most people don't take the time. And when you're empathetic, when you're honest and truthful, and you don't have an agenda, an agenda. You know, I have a friend that tells me everyone has an agenda, even you. And I'm like, well, no, not always. I mean, yes, there's I go to work, I want to make money. But when I help somebody, I don't keep track, I don't keep score, and I never ask for help back. I do it because that makes me feel good. But then, and they always make that promise, oh, yeah, I'll help you. You call them, they're not there. I do have a right to be upset about that. But I don't need to scream from a mountaintop. I don't need to wish them bad. I don't need to be hurtful or call them on it. But I can simply decide to slowly just stop spending so much time or energy or effort into any type of relationship, whether it be a friend, a girlfriend, work, it don't matter. I need to decide for myself how much uncomfortability, how much chaos, and how much energy I want to waste or spend to be part of this relationship. And I kind of got lost at some point. And now I'm just trying to get the thoughts out so I can kind of look back on them. And none of this may make sense, but it don't matter. It doesn't have to. It's just got to make sense to me. It's got to help me make sense for myself and regaining right to where I was. And I'm there, but after 5 years of slipping and placating to others and sacrificing your happiness for other people's happiness, not expressing your concerns or feeling like you're walking on eggshells. Well, I know if I call someone out on this, it's going to turn into that. No, screw that. All those very people that I was not better than, I just didn't want to be so involved with them. They wanted that involvement because maybe those were the characteristics that they admired or they liked. But once you invest in them, over time, they want to break them down for some reason. I don't know why. It's not a purposeful act, but they just want to break them down. And I'm like, thinking about that, I'm like, no, I'm taking it back. And I'm taking it back for me. And me only. And that's what people don't understand. Now, all those very same people, all I've done is simply not called, not text, not answered. I'm not mad. You didn't do anything. No one did anything wrong. I wish everyone well, but oh yeah, it's very easy to see. You hear the snippets out there. You see little things here. Who's friends with who on this and that. The stuff they never do. They swore that's not over there. Well, you see it. So, Steve Bam did say to me, or said to all of us on the click on his YouTube video, if you want to find out who your friends are, just stop calling and texting. And just take a little break for a while, You'll find out real quick, who calls you. Just make sure you're all right. Just see if you're all right. And, yeah, I found out. But I didn't even know I was doing it because I started this way back before Christmas. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was running off pure gut instinct. Because stuff 5 years ago, it was a no-brainer. That's how lost I was, and that's why I'm trying to get this raw thought out right now. So maybe someday on this channel that nobody knows about, no one follows. I don't care about likes, money. I'm not doing it for that. Maybe someday I'll be able to remind myself that I'm slipping, or somebody will suggest this. Somebody somewhere, by the grace of God, will suggest this to somebody else that's going through something similar. They'll get a message out. Much like I stumbled across Steve Bam, and now I listen to his messages, and they're all stuff that I already knew. He just reminded me, or he's clarifying, or something I don't want to think about. So I need tremendous respect for Steve Bam on YouTube. You know, if you do anyone ever sees this, like, share, do whatever you can for that man. As far as me, no, don't do this for me. Don't like me, don't share me, don't comment me, don't do anything. I'm never putting music to my fucking video unless it's in the background, and I'm certainly never gonna have a commercial that I know of, and I'm certainly not trying to be liked or friended. I don't care. I'm doing this for me, and if you take enjoyment out of watching any bit of it, that, you know, that's good. And I remember the very first time I set this up, because I forgot I did it. I just found this the other day again, this channel. And I remember when I made this, one of my friends asked me, like, why are you making this? You're all excited, you're gonna try to do something? And I said, no. I said, I'm just trying to see if I put one stupid little video on YouTube and I make a channel, it would be gratifying. Super, super gratifying. If only one person ever saw it, viewed it. Just one view. That's all I was shooting for. And I think I got one view. Maybe I viewed it myself. I don't know. But that's all I set out to do. And now what I'm doing is I'm just using this as a video journal, putting it out there for the world to see, but I know no one's going to see it. And that's okay, because I don't want the world to come into my life. But being in recovery for years on and off, you know, and embracing religion, and no, I didn't find religion because I went to jail. That's just, that line, we'll talk about that someday. It pisses me off. But I got to get God's message out there, but quietly, very quietly. So I want to keep this quiet. Maybe there's one person out there that'll suggest this to somebody if they happen to see it, and God will put this video in their feed just so they can receive the message, and that keeps them from exploding that one day or leaping off the ledge, so to speak, because other people have done that for me. I've stumbled across a video. Steve Bam is one of those videos, so if anyone ever sees this, just, hey, let that guy know that the, you know, stupid asshole Mighty Quinn 009, he mentioned you in a positive light. I'm not trying to be you. I'm not trying to emulate you. I've worn scally caps. Just everyone has them. So if you see that someday, I got sunglasses. I'll have videos outside the car. Some of it at work. They're already there. You know, I'm not trying to be anyone else. These are my absolute raw thoughts. And I feel better getting them out. I'm talking to myself. Like right now, I'm looking at the camera. I'm talking to myself. So if anyone ever does stumble across this, you know, I'm really not trying to speak to you. I don't know what I'm doing. I honestly don't know. I just know I'm talking to myself. Raw thoughts. I like raw thoughts, you know. I like firm and direct. I like if someone thinks anything of me, like, you know, if they think I've done wrong or right, like they want to have, I can't believe these days people just can't walk up like a man or a woman, like an adult, and say, you know, listen, can I talk to you about something? You know, and you know, I just like, you know, I'm firm and direct. I'll tell you, you know, even if I know that my answer is going to upset you, piss you off, if I know you're going to hit me with something, beat me up, I'm going to be honest with you. But I don't know why people can't do that with me. But I don't freak out, scream and yell and attack. I'd rather have an adult conversation. And yes, they can get heated, but I don't like to yell. I like to stay calm. I'll change my tone, and I may say, you're breaking my boundary right now, You're in my spatial boundary. You seem aggressive, and pretty soon this is not going to be words anymore. I'll give a warning. I don't think I'm tough. I've had my head kicked in fucking many times, and I've done my fair share of head kicking, whatever, so to speak. I'm not tough. I'm not a tough guy when I fight. I don't want to fight. I'm just willing. And you know why I'm willing? Because what I fight for is what I believe in, and that's the absolute truth. And I try to tell people, they're like, why you won't let this go, or why you put, because when I know in my heart, I have done no wrong, or I haven't done this to this right, I will fight to the end, to my very death, to the devil himself. I will fight for myself. And I don't know how I ever started to lose that. Well, I do, and that's why I'm making these videos. And I don't want to call anyone out. I don't ever want to say any names, and I don't want to throw all the evidence, all the proof, like I kind of thought about, a while back. And I don't want anyone doxxed. I don't want to cause anyone harm. There's just no need of any of that. Zero need. Because that perpetuates the cycle, If I want to feel good about myself, and I want to heal, and I want to be at peace, and right now the best thing for me is to make these and watch them for myself. And then, I continue to talk to my spiritual advisor. I continue to, my relationship with Jesus Christ, I usually keep very secretive and very hidden. And the reason I do that is, some people are meant to reach millions with his word. And, some of us, I have a place. My place, I believe, is to touch the other quiet people that would never normally be able to bring themselves to speak, because I can't show weakness, all that crap. But sometimes a certain person will see that thing on my neck, or I may mention one little word. It's very rare, but all of a sudden we connect and we help each other real quickly, briefly. And that's the work of the Spirit, and that's Jesus Christ. And I've known him since I was a young child, but I never embraced it. I didn't understand it. That inner light I felt, it was overwhelming. And I tried, just never really embraced it. And I know he's been saving me and protecting me all my life. I just never knew why. I asked myself, why does there have to be a reason? That's the question. Why do I have to know the reason that I survived so many things? My purpose? No, I don't need to know. I already know it. I'm not meant to scream this word from the mountaintops. I'm meant to touch one or two individuals on a very personal level. I've done that, and people have done it for me, and that's what I gotta remember. I got no one to hire me. I don't need some super hire me. I don't need to be in the history books or limelight. Like I said, I don't care. I was satisfied with one view, and I don't even know if I got that. I think I did it myself. I don't know. I don't care. But even this now, see, I started out on a fantastic day. I did not mean to make an 18-minute video. People, just a bunch of blabble. Most people couldn't sit and watch this video. And that's kind of why I just did this, I guess. That just popped in my head. Because, unless you're open to real raw talk, you're just looking for entertainment. You're just simply looking for entertainment. Well, just keep on scrolling. I mean, I don't know how this got on your screen, but the wrong channel. I don't even want you here. Unless you're struggling with either religion or anything. If one stupid dribble of a word comes out of my mouth that provokes something, one thought that would help you in a positive manner, well, then I'm doing good. That's enough for me. This is gonna be enough for me, So, all right, well, Mo.